Hi friends, welcome to Yoga with Sarah Trapani. We're taking kind of a chill, gentle practice today. All levels welcome. So grab your mat and let's get started. So we're going to start today's full body stretch laying down on the back. So go ahead and lay down on the back with your legs extending out, tucking the shoulders underneath your back and letting the whole back body rest and soften into the floor. Take a quick body scan from the crown of the head down through the tailbone, down and out through the toes, and see how you feel today. Relax your jaw, relax your eyes, and arrive in the moment by noticing the flow of your breath today. Letting the flow of the breath move in and out of your nose and bring you into the present moment more fully. On your next inhale, reach the arms overhead, take a full stretch from toes to fingers. Feel the length of your body stretching along with a nice curve in the lower back. And then when you exhale, hug your right knee in toward your side rib and gently traction your right thigh in toward that side waist. A very subtle drawing of that right thigh toward the side rib and the left inner thigh wrapping toward the ground. And then if it's available, extend your right heel straight up toward the ceiling, hands behind the thigh bone, calf, or ankle. Looking up at your foot, point and flex through your right foot. So you open up the back of that right leg. And as you let the area between the shoulder blades rest, let's consider your intention for practice today. What do you want to cultivate here in this time on your mat? And then lightly step your left foot on the ground, cross your right ankle on top, flexing through your right foot, thread the needle, slip your right hand in between that space in your legs, then interlace your hands behind the left thigh bone, knee crease area. Point and flex through that left foot, and lightly press your right lower back toward the floor in this figure 4 stretch. So you can rock and massage your back out. Sometimes that will loosen up the right hip a little bit. And then hug that left thigh in and uncross. We're going to bring the soles of feet together and take your hands on the outer ankles. And then just press the knees away from your shoulder joints. Point your toes toward the front of your mat. Let the inner thighs roll toward the front of your mat. And then squeeze your knees in. Bring your feet onto the floor. Reach your arms overhead. Take an inhale, and then exhale, hug the left thigh in and slide your right heel out straight and long. Tractioning that left thigh toward the side waist. The right inner thigh is moving toward the floor. Feeling that right inner thigh wrap down, traction the left thigh in a little more, and then extend your left heel straight up toward the ceiling. Hands behind thigh bone, calf, or ankle. Point and flex through the left foot a couple of times. Keeping the jaw soft. Returning to the breath if your mind starts to get busy and wander away. And then step your right foot on the ground and cross your left ankle over on top of the right thigh. Working here is fine. Or thread the needle and come into this figure 4 pose where you kick that right foot straight up toward the ceiling. It's also called reclined pigeon pose. I'm going to point and flex through that right foot. And breathe and rock side to side. See how that feels on your left hip. Do you notice any differences on this side? Good. Being open and receptive for whatever you observe. And then draw that right thigh in, uncross, soles of feet together again, knees splay open. Point the knees away and drag the ankles into your hands in a way that broadens the chest and the shoulder blades pull onto the back. And then we'll draw the knees in and come into a full happy baby, reaching around for the outside of your ankles or feet. Soles of feet face the sky, rocking side to side. And when you rock to the right, roll yourself over to the right hand side, resting there, and then gently coming up to sit. Finding yourself in a gentle cross-legged upright seat. Lift up through the fingertips. Reach your fingertips high. Take a big inhale, open your arms in a circle. And then exhale, belly in, palms together, press. Then reach forward and up, big full inhale, sweep, and exhale, palms together and press. One more inhale forward and up, arching through the upper back, and exhale in, press, cross your other ankle on top, and then reach your arms up, palms forward as you inhale. As you exhale, gentle cactus to turn to the right and look at your right elbow. Then inhale, stretch up, look up, exhale, cactus to the left, and look at that left elbow. One more time each side. Inhale up, exhale right. Inhale up, exhale left. Inhale up, exhale, reach forward, forward, reaching for the top of your mat. Drop your chin toward your chest. Take a Sukhasana forward fold, breathing space into the back ribs. Exhaling all the way out through the tail. Then gazing ahead and rolling over your knees, coming into a tabletop position. Let's take a few cat and cow stretches. On your inhale, feet are flat, drop the belly, look up. On your exhale, we're going to scoop the tail and round, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, fan the fingers wide, gaze up. Exhale, scoop and round. Arms are nice and straight. That little micro bend in the elbow. We're going to inhale. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Stretch the hands forward. Reaching along from the pinkies to the hips, feeling that space along the side waists. And then come up to tented fingers, lift your belly over that right thigh. So you kind of pick up your belly, lay it over the right thigh, and walk your tented fingers all the way to the right. Peek at your right hip and breathe in that left side seam from the pinky right to the left sitting bone. Then walk your fingers back, extending them back forward, and walk them to the left, crunching through that left side seam and breathing along the right side waist from the pinky all the way into the right hip crease. And then walk the hands back to center. Palms are shoulder width distance. Start to inhale, glide the chest through, look forward or up, and then exhale, gently press back, hips to heels. And inhale, wave forward, spreading through the collarbones, and then exhale, gently press back. And one more time forward. And then tuck your toes with bent knees, slide the hips up into a downward dog, letting the head go. If downward dog's too intense today, you could stay in a child's pose or a tabletop position. Couple pedals, pedaling out the feet, one heel at a time. Then walk your hands toward your toes, folding over your thighs. Let your head hang and slide your hands right up onto your lower back. Pressing through the feet, start to lift the belly and come on up. We'll find our way up into a standing mountain pose. Just a moment here, letting the shoulder blades glide down. Nice soft knees. Lightly interlace the hands behind you with palms separated. Drop your knuckles down, lift your chest. Inhale, exhale, let's melt the belly down over the thighs, bending your knees generously if you need to. And peel the arms away from the back. Let the head hang. Inhale, and then exhale, bend your knees and gently release your hands in front of your toes and slowly walk your hands back toward a downward dog. Just for a moment there, and then we'll drift into an easy plank for a moment and bring your knees down. Swing your ankles around. And then bring the legs around to bring the soles of feet together, knees splay open, nice wide bound angle shape. Lift up your chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Reaching your hands toward the front of your mat or just cupping your hands around your toes. Take bound angle pose. Knees splaying open. Exhaling down through the tail. And then gently dropping the tail and sitting up. I'm going to sweep the arms overhead, Reach the arms up, palms come on together. If you can press the palms together, and then reach the prayer hands forward, draw the knees in, slide the heels out straight. We'll reach for your toes or your ankles or your shins and take a gentle Paschimottanasana, a forward fold. Where you spread your chest toward your toes and look between your knees, pulling the belly in as you exhale gently. And then start to drop the tail. You can scooch forward a little bit if you need to. I'm going to return onto your back. Let's find our way there. On the back, palms facing up. Flex your feet, toes point toward the ceiling. Reach your arms overhead, lightly interlace the fingers and press the palms right away from your heels and find a long stretch. Inhale, squeeze the arms in a little bit toward the ears, and then exhale, release through cactus arms. Separate your heels a little bit and take a Shavasana. So we'll take this final release. If there are final movements you want to take, feel free in your practice today. Let's take a brief final resting position on the back. If your back feels tender to lay with the legs extended, then you can always have your feet on the ground, mat width distance apart, and have the knees knock in for constructive rest. So whatever feels best today. Let the floor support you, especially that broad sacral plane of your lower back resting, tip of the tailbone softening. The forehead, the eyebrows are relaxed. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, just a couple of breaths to settle and let all the systems harmonize. Let's bring the hands on the belly and invite compassion for this form, this self, and gratitude for anything and all that you have to be grateful for today. Inviting that into your mind, your heart, your energy field. You can feel free to rest a little longer if you want. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your toes and reach your arms overhead. Take a reset, like you're hitting the restart button. And then we'll draw one knee at a time in, give a little rock side to side, massage out your back. When you're ready, we're going to roll to the left-hand side and rest on your side for a moment before coming up to sit. Arriving up again in a comfortable seat, let's just take a couple slow shoulder rolls. Breathing deeply, releasing tension through the upper body. And when the shoulder blades glide down onto the back, the collarbones are broad. Let's bring the hands together at heart center. Sitting up nice and tall. Thanking yourself for showing up to practice today, and I am wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. So grateful for your continued presence, or if you're a first-time viewer, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. It would be wonderful if you could like, share, subscribe to my channel, and consider tipping me with the super thanks button. It really helps me continue to keep this channel going, and I appreciate it if you can spread the word if you enjoy these practices. So have a great rest of your day. I hope you feel better, and look forward to seeing you next time. Keep it up just a little bit every day, and it goes a long way to really improve your overall health. So I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.